All right, get ready to get nauseous. This is the girl who didn't want to be called a lady.
I've seen the thumbnail, but I never watched the video.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch this.
Not hot enough to watch. Okay.
Let's do it.
I don't know what to do, but like there was like a really bad experience. Basically, I was just getting a drink at the bar, and they called both Azul and I ladies. After they were done making the drink, I went up and I was like, some people don't refer to themselves as ladies, but it's okay that you didn't know. And in a gay bar, so we should feel safe. Too bad turned it around. They got so mad at me, and they took the drink away from my wife and I. He hit the bar, like, because he was like, are you serious? You're doing the same thing to me. How? And then they kicked us out.
Where's her tears
that
at?
was gonna happen. Like,
This is
how
so
am I supposed to
weird.
feel? This was the first time that I've like told somebody I felt brave enough to tell somebody my identity. And I just wanted to let him know, and I told him it's okay that you didn't know. He was still mad at me for being myself and for my wife being themselves.
Is this fake? Is this real?
So fast. And I tried talking to the other person. He came over and was like,
does this go?
It was another straight white man. When I told him he's just not respecting our identity and I don't understand why. And he was like, you know what, just leave. Like, technically supposed to be a queer bar, but it's just gay white men.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
that was amazing.
So that was obvious. That had to be fake.
I want to go to this. I think we should go to this gay bar. I think there should.
Yeah.
We have to find out this
Dude.
bar. That is the greatest. Like, God bless that guy.
There was not even a tier. So either A, it's fake it's fake and it's a parody, or B, it's attention seeking, and this is the reason we need another world war. Because the only reason people like get this triggered by shit like this is because you're not affirming what I believe is my truth. And it's because Western society is so comfortable. We have
no problems.
Everything's at our fingertips, Cecil. Everything is good. Everything is perfect. There is nothing wrong. We are 10,000 times better off than people were 200 years ago. No one has to worry about anything. And the issue is we make problems up in our own heads.
Camelot. When we find the solutions to all of our problems, we'll create new ones.
Exactly.
And that is what is going on.
Because we need to feel driven towards a goal. And a lot of people don't have, we're circling back here to interest. My goal, Cecil, is to buy supercars, work on my race cars, and get better at honing my craft, play music, write music, maybe get Dan Vass to sing on one of my tracks. You know, if he would come on my show, we could talk about it. But like things like that, that's what I push for. You know, and ass cheeks. Love putting my piss in the ass cheeks. So these are things that drive me forward. These other people have no interest. If you don't have any interest, what drives you forward? Social change.
Dude,
Well, you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing that's so baffling. Like, people get so wrapped up in fixing some grand problem. Like, don't you have something to do? Like, don't you have something in your life that you need to be doing? Like, this is your thing. Don't you have don't you have to just vacuum or fucking wash a window or something somewhere? Find any kind of hobby. But I love the solution of the bar. And this needs to be like, assuming this is a real thing and not completely fake, this needs to be the solution. And it's very simple. Get the fuck out. Ooh, why? Because I know what's going to happen if you stay. You're going to become a problem. The likelihood that person becomes a problem at the bar that night goes up infinity% when they're like, well, not everybody identifies like, get out. Just go.
And he's safe from doing it because he's a gay guy. He's the gay bartender.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, these are the guys that are going to end up saving us because they got the street cred to do it.
Did you see,
get the out.
You see, well, gay dudes don't put up. Did you see that there was like a study done a few months ago, 6 months ago, maybe. And it was that you are way, way, way less likely to get hired if you put like gender fluid or something on your application or resume. And why? Why? Because people, think about it from a leader perspective. There's no way in hell I'm hiring anybody about that. Why? It's because that's a walking lawsuit that's going to be looking for to complain about until they try to get you sued. That is going to be their entire existence, to try to correct you. And I'm like, bro, you are 4 positions below me, I will tell you to f off immediately.
Fishing for effects.
And that's why the don't ask, don't tell policy, which I know became very unpopular eventually in the military, was a smart thing. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're gay, and if a gay person can be as effective of a soldier of someone else. It's not like in the heat of combat in Kabul or whatever, you're like, damn, Steve's ass looking real good. I'll pop on that. The second he aims down the sniper rifle, I'm gonna get on there and just pound. Like, that's not happening. We know that. But the thing is, so the military is not about you. It's about making you into a soldier it used to be in a cohesive unit. And then the whole point of boot camp is breaking down your identity and reestablishing this new sort of purpose, identity, and direction. And you can think that that's good or bad. That doesn't really matter. That's just how it's done and how it's been done for a while. But if you have someone who's so strongly adhering to this portion of their identity that you won't be able to break it down, that will change your ability to make them into what we would consider an effective soldier. You cannot recondition them into what they're supposed to be because they've got this other thing they're thinking about at all times. And it's why I laughed when the women World Cup, they did all that woke. The first time the U.S. women got blown out in World Cup after winning every single time. And then Megan Rapinoe comes out and does all her bullshit. And then suddenly they lose and they lost early. And it's like, hey, maybe you just play the fucking game. Play the sport.
Yep. It's insane to me because they immediately lose and she's like, sexism and blah blah blah, and I'm like, dude, you lost. It's over. Like you can't say the shit anymore. No one cares. You also look terrible and you look like you smell like freaking rotten panties.